like to ask for all of us to stand at this time. We would like to open up in a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, today we just want to give you thanks. We praise you for your presence here. We want to welcome your presence here with us. We ask that God, you would bless these proceedings as we have come to celebrate the achievements of our small business people through this GGGI program. We ask for your blessings, Lord God, on this program today. And we thank you for your intervention in our affairs today, Lord. We thank you for all our guests who have made it possible to be here with us today. We want to thank you for using that which we do to continue to bless this sector and to bless our efforts at improving the small business sector in Dominica. So we want to give you thanks and praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much. First of all, apologize for our late start. Um, Unfortunately, we a lot of minutes late. I don't want to say how many minutes, but a lot of minutes late. But we're very happy to have all of you here this afternoon with us. And we are very proud of, first of all, our efforts at working with the small business sector and the beneficiaries in particular on the Global Green Growth Institute's Incubator program. I would like to recognize the Honorable Julian Defoe, who is representing the Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy. And I would also like to recognize at the head table Ms. Laura John, who is the program coordinator for the GGGI program. Also Ms. Paula Platsko, who is the general manager for Dexia, and Mr. Nicholas Esprit, who is not at the head table, but Mr. Esprit, who is the chairperson for the Dexia's board of directors. And we also have a number of stakeholders in our midst, persons from the Bureau of Standards and Invest Dominica. We have our entrepreneurs with us, beneficiaries, Dexia staff, some of the coaches and mentors who worked along with us on the program, and the members of the media. More importantly, we're very happy to have you to disseminate that which we're doing here today. So we're very happy to have you, the team from Multi Solutions and GIS and the other media houses. So we want to welcome each and every one of you to this very important event. But to give us some remarks and additional welcome remarks, we would like to welcome at this time the General Manager of Dexia, Ms. Paula Platsko, to do so.
Honorable Julian Defoe, Minister representing the Minister in Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy, Ms. Laura John, GGGI in-country coordinator, Mr. Nicholas Esprit, Chairperson Dexia's Board of Directors, our stakeholders, mentors, coaches, beneficiaries, staff of Dexia, members of the media, good afternoon. The Dominica Export-Import Agency is pleased to welcome you to this end of cohort free event in recognition of greenpreneurs who have completed the Global Green Growth Institute Greenpreneurs Incubator program for small and medium-sized businesses. Dexia have been the local business support organization working in collaboration with the GGGI for the past 3 years implementing the Greenpreneurs Incubator and Accelerator program. The Greenpreneurs program is a 12-week virtual incubator supporting course to young people to develop their social enterprise solutions that addresses sustainability and climate change. The Incubator program consists and exists of targeting innovative early stage, medium, small, and micro enterprises which demonstrated growth potential that are still in pursuit of a scalable and repeatable business module, and citizens with relevant experience and entrepreneurial ambitions. Successful entrepreneurs in the Incubator program will have the opportunity to participate in a business plan competition to secure grant funding in the amount of 10,000 US dollars. The government of the Commonwealth of Dominica have placed significant importance on the contribution of SMEs to the economy. Over the past months, there have been opportunities for greenpreneurs and agro-processors to improve on their product offerings through various mediums, including trade shows, for example, the TV Lash Creole and the Health and Wellness Exposition. In addition, a number of training opportunities are available on all aspects of business operations and management on a regular basis. Over the years, Dexter have worked with over 100 SMEs. We are proud of their achievements and we have provided both technical and financial support to them. Dexter will continue to work with partners and organizations like GGGI and other regional and international stakeholders to improve and enhance on the product and performance of our SMEs in the market. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy, I applaud the participants of Cohort 3. Ms. Shelley-Ann Mead of Little Zion in Syndicate. Little Zion is an agro-tourism business which operates a unique tourist attraction site, a waterfall. It also provides an eco-friendly accommodation based on modern sustainable design techniques and utilizes solar and hydro-based power. Mr. Kevin Vidal of KV's Enterprises manufactures natural, organic, free from additives to persons looking for healthier products and a healthier lifestyle. KV's Enterprises is located in Salisbury. Ms. Judy Pear of Nature's Finest Products manufactures all natural hair and skin products, including soaps, oils, shampoos, butters, and rubs, using traditions passed down from her grandmother. Nature's Finest Products is located in St. Joseph. The free participant engaged in virtual learning sessions. They were supported by a coach, a mentor, and the staff of Dexia also assisted them in the preparation of a pitch of their business to afford them to receive a US $10,000 grant. For Cohort 3, Ms. Shelley-Ann Mead and Mr. Kevin Vidal were successful in receiving the 10,000 US dollar grant. We congratulate the Dominican participants. We look forward to continue working with you to improve on your business and to ensure that sustainability continues during your processes. Once again, I welcome you to this event for the end of Cohort 3. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Platsko. And we do applaud the beneficiaries, the successful beneficiaries from Cohort 3. So I'd like us to put our hands together for them. The three. Unfortunately, Ms. Shelley-Ann Mead is not with us, and also Judy Pierre. I don't know what caused her delay or absence, but Shelley-Ann Mead, I know, is out of state right now, and she's really saddened by the fact that she couldn't make it to be with us this afternoon. But however, we'll be hearing from her via voice note, so I'll play that a little later on. But I just want to include here that we supported the project from Cohort 1 to Cohort 3. So we had beneficiaries who gained the $10,000 award from Cohort 1, and that was Naja Thomas. And in Cohort 2, we had Lana Athenas, who was very successful with that. And in Cohort 3, we went a step further and had 2 persons. So that was a plus for us, not having just one, but having 2 individuals making it and getting the award. So I think we did very well under the program, and I'm looking forward to another cycle. So I hope Laura, Miss John can convey our desire to have a second cycle for the program once that's possible. All right, so we're gonna hear from, according to our program, we're gonna hear a bit from our beneficiaries. So the person who is here with us in this meeting right now, we'll start with him. And Mr. Kervin Vidal, as you heard, is I have admired this young man, I must say, and he's a very hard worker. And I sometimes ask myself, how does he get the time to do all what he does? Because I don't know. I really don't know. I see him in the market selling stuff. Sometimes I see him on the road. I see him, all over the place. So I would like you to put your hands together and just welcome him as he comes to just share with us a few remarks. Yeah. Just a test. It's really a testimony that he's going to give. We're not in church, but it's a testimony.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal. In the interest of time, I know that we are running late, so I would believe that protocol has already been established. So I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone here, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. Comprehensive, insightful, inspiring, and motivating. These are just some of the words that I can use to describe the Eastern Caribbean Green Entrepreneur Incubator Program. A program that allows you to dissect your business model and reconstruct it from the ground up. Vidal's Enterprise, an agribusiness located in Salisbury, Dominica, is involved in adding value to locally produced, locally grown agricultural commodities. We currently produce green seasoning, sauce, hot pepper sauce, and 100% coconut cream, just to name a few. All of which are free of artificial ingredients and preservatives. Our raw materials are either biodegradable or reusable packaging. Or let me take that again. Our raw materials are either sourced from the local farmers or grown from our farm. Our packaging materials are either biodegradable or reusable packaging, all of which put together defines a green entrepreneur. Environmental, social, and economic. With the support of our customers, our BSO, or business support organizations such as Dexia, or various financial institutions, especially the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, we have grown to be a household name to many. Though we have grown, we still operate in a cottage industry setting and utilize small equipments for production. Then came along Cohort 1 and 2 of the Eastern Caribbean Greenpreneur Incubator Program. Given that we were heavily impacted by COVID-19, and keeping in mind that the loans had to be repaid, all our efforts were to bounce back. Hence, we were unable to participate. When we received the email for Cohort 3, I contacted our BSO, and Sharon is not here with us today, but I contacted Sharon because she always contacts us when these initiatives come along. So I contacted our BSO and also the previous winners of Cohort 1 and Cohort 2. who basically said that the 3 months is worth it. We signed up and decided that we were in it to the end. The program consisted of weekly Zoom meetings covering 12 modules with weekly assignments. If you don't have a solid team, you will definitely feel overwhelmed and want to give up, especially in the last hours when the assignments are due. Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife for being there with me night after night and assisting me, especially with the assignments. We were assigned a coach, Mr. Ricardo James, and a mentor, Mr. Lloyd Pascal, both of whom were indeed helpful. During some of the weeks, we had 3 to 4 Zoom meetings, given that we had to meet with both of them, in addition to our weekly meetings for the program. The incubator program was intense, but it was worth it. We learned how to complete our social link canvas, theory of change, to construct our pitch doc and our pitch video, in addition to a lot more. Also, we were able to look at our customers. Also, we were able to look at our business and the products that we provide in the point of view of our customers to ensure that our products are tailored for them. In addition, the incubator program has given us the necessary tools that we need to better respond to any call for application that may come along the way. Thankfully, it paid off in the end, and we emerged as one of the 10 participants among the six OECS countries to secure seed funding in the amount of US $10,000. This will go towards our business venture. This being the first grant that we have received will definitely go a long way in securing the necessary components needed to further develop our business. This includes production space to be used solely for manufacturing, tools and equipment needed for production. As a result, we'll be able to increase the volume of raw materials we will be purchasing from our local rural farmers, allowing them to increase their revenue and better sustain their livelihood. In addition, there will be an increase in locally made healthy agro-processed foods. I would like to thank all those involved, one way or the other, to help make this green entrepreneur journey a success. The Carter Fund for Development for funding the program, the Eastern Caribbean Greenpreneur Incubator Program, GGGI, Caribbean, OECS, our business support organization, Dexia, our coach and mentor, Mr. James and Mr. Pascal, my wife, who has been there night after night, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, each of us would be on a device just to meet the deadlines. Gerald James, a few days before the program, our device broke down and she was able to help us. Sharon, who works Sharon Roll at Dexia, for always being there and supporting us and encouraging us to apply. The previous winners of Cohort 1 and 2, who we contacted prior to signing up and still encouraging us along the way, Lana and Nadej, and our many customers who has been supporting us throughout the years. I thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much, Mr. Vidal. And you can see that he has put quite a bit of work into this. And as you'll find out maybe from what we've been saying here and from maybe when Ms. John comes to speak, you'll find out how intense the program was. In particular, when I saw the manuals, the modules, because we had to preview the modules before the program started. So when I saw the modules, I was like, wow, that's quite a bit of work. And in fact, one of the coaches mentioned to me, I don't think that coach is here in the room, but one of the coaches mentioned to me that he had to go back to his books, when it really sent him back to his books. So it's a lot of work, but it was, as Mr. Vidal said, work that was well worth it. So, I applaud those who really went through the program. Some people dropped out of the program when they started, again, maybe for various reasons, but those who really made it to the end, I really applaud them. Okay, Miss Mead, Shelley Ann Mead, is not with us, but I am going to attempt to play a voice note that she sent. She sent us a voice note, so I'm gonna play that. Should I use this one? Yeah. Okay, so I'd like you to pay attention and listen. Thanks.
Things that I learned during the program, and I have left with a feeling.
Sorry, let me do this over.
Well, good morning to everyone. First of all, I'm so sorry that I'm not able to be there in person. It is with deep regret that I'm missing today, largely because it represents a form of closure that I believe many of us, not least myself, have been looking forward to. With the greatest of respect to the program, it was some of the most grueling times I've had, simply because the 12-week program involved juggling work, a business, and other things on top of the course itself. I learned a great amount. There were times when I thought that I couldn't quite grasp the content of what was being taught, and it would only solidify in my brain maybe a week after. And so I wish to express thanks for the opportunity to participate in the Incubator program. I have a lot more hope for the future of my business, thanks to the things that I learned during the program. And I have left with a feeling of being greatly inspired by other greenpreneurs in the region. So congratulations to all of the other participants, and I look forward to further collaboration with the GGGI and Dexia and other partners. Have a good day, everyone.
All right. So that was Shelley Ann sending her comments to us and her remarks to us. So again, we were privileged to see her operation just yesterday together with Miss John, and I was quite impressed myself when I got there. She's done a lot of work up at Syndicate, and I would like to encourage all of you to visit that place. I mean, it's really lovely, and she continues to build a business. And as Ms. Plasko said in her presentation, Shelley Ann is actually not just you're not just going to see a waterfall. I mean, we have lots of waterfalls on the islands, but it's not just going to see a waterfall. It's the whole structure of the business and how she embraces, the locally grown herbs and fruits into the business, and also the eco cottages that she's built, that she continues to build. She's just starting off. So all of that, and I see a lot of hope for that business in the future, a lot of prospects. So, she's been doing quite a bit. Our third beneficiary is not here with us, but Judy has been working very hard with us at Dexia as well, trying to build her own business. She does a number of products, as you heard, skincare products and hair products as well. So she's another one of the participants who had a really, I want to say difficult and challenging time for her, because she's a school teacher as well. And you know what it is like being a school teacher. None of you may be school teachers, but at least you should understand how how taxing it is to be a school teacher and still run a business and take on those courses, and so on. So, yeah. So she's done well as well, and we're looking forward to working with her in the future. Okay, so that's the three beneficiaries for Cohort 3. At this time, I'm just going to ask, welcome Miss Laura, sorry, we're going to welcome Mr. Pius, Pius, what is Pius' surname again? Pius John Baptist, to give us a performance. So let's make him welcome, as he's a very talented young man, so, I'm not even sure what he's going to give us. Are you going to give us a zouk or something? I don't know, but something for the season, maybe. Christmas, yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. John Baptist. We can do better than that. We can give him a better hand, of course. Come on. Yeah. And I applaud musicians. I mean, I am a musician myself, so I know when I hear good music, I know it. So, yeah. So, and Dexia is a supporter of music. You know, Dexia supports the services sector. So, you know, we take pride in our musicians. We ensure that we provide as much support as possible to them as well. So, thank you so much for that rendition. It sets the tone for the season, right? Anyway, yeah. All right, so we're moving along, and we have some feature remarks coming from the GGGI, and it's very good to have a face and to see someone in person. I mean, we've always been talking via Zoom, talking, you know, via social media and all of that. But it was very pleasing to have Miss John to decide to come to Dominica to be part of our end of program event. And we feel very privileged to have her choose Dominica, or have them choose Dominica. As you would have heard, that the program operates in 6 countries of the OECS, so they could have chosen to go to any one of them. And we are very happy that they chose to come to Dominica. So I'd like to make welcome Ms. John as she comes to give us some remarks at this time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal. It is indeed our pleasure to be here in person, because this is after conducting a 2.5-year, almost 3-year program, essentially virtually. This is our first in-person exchange with people that we've built relationships with over those years. So it is a very good feeling for us as well to be able to be here in person. A pleasant good afternoon to all esteemed guests. I wish to adopt the protocol already established. My name is Laura John, and I am the Program Officer for the Eastern Caribbean Green Entrepreneurship Initiative with the Global Green Growth Institute, or GGGI for short. Over the last 10 years, as we've watched the climate crisis become the crisis of our generation, we have seen in parallel a rise in opportunities for micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, like the rise of Incubator and Accelerator programs, impact investing, and an active shift towards triple bottom line business models that prioritize people, planet, and profits. But why MSMEs? Well, globally, they account for over 70% of employment, and they tend to have a knack for fast-tracking transformative solutions and harnessing innovation. I think we can all agree that given the current environmental and socioeconomic quagmire that we're facing, supporting the power of the private sector seems like a pretty good bet. For GGGI, our vision is a low-carbon, resilient world of strong, inclusive, and sustainable growth. Therefore, with the support of our donor, the Qatar Fund for Development, and in partnership with the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS Commission, GGI has been very proud to do just that with this implementation of the Eastern Caribbean Greenpreneurs Program. This 3-year program, which was launched in 2021, supported 6 OECS member countries, namely Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. These 6 countries are also defined as small island developing states that are on the front lines of the climate crisis impact. In addition, they also face a number of other socioeconomic challenges like high unemployment rates, especially among youth, limited economic diversification and innovation, gender and social inequalities, a lack or insufficient business support services, the brain drain, an increasing intensity of ecological hazards, barriers to accessing finance, and of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. Given this reality, it would make sense then that we should seek to prioritize supporting the businesses and the entrepreneurs that are actively addressing social and or environmental issues with the products and services that they offer, while also building sustainable livelihoods. The EC Greenpreneur program was specifically curated to address some of these challenges being faced by MSMEs in the OECS, with the goal of helping them reach their full potential while creating green jobs and achieving socioeconomic inclusion for women, youth, and persons with disabilities. To do so, the program was structured to consist of 3 core components: the entrepreneurship ecosystem development, where we focused on sustainability after the 3-year life of the project, by ensuring that the ecosystem players, like the business support organizations, received appropriate training and had access to mentoring and networking platforms. The second component, the accelerator program, was focused on providing investment readiness opportunities to growth stage businesses through technical support, educational webinars, investor matching, and most notably, our interest-free loan program, which provided repayable grants of up to USD 50,000. And finally, the Incubator program, which has been the focus of today's proceedings. Here we focused on building capacity for early stage businesses and entrepreneurs through a rigorous 12-week training facilitated by our regional facilitator, Janice Henderson. We also provided mentoring and coaching support, educational and knowledge sharing material via the Grow Your Business series, which was implemented by our business support organization, and in this case, that was Dexia. And most notably, the opportunity to secure USD 10,000 in seed grants for 30 participating entrepreneurs through our business plan competition. Over the last 2.5 years, we have run 3 cycles of the Incubator program, and I am happy to share with you some of our achievements today. We received a total of 300 applications over the 3 cycles from the 6 participating countries, of which we were able to train a total of 95 entrepreneurs. In Dominica, this represented 11 entrepreneurs, or 12%. We were able to award 30 grants. For Dominica, they received 13% of this, which equates to 4 grantees, and that is the equivalent of 40,000 US dollars basically coming into the country and into the economy by supporting these 4 individuals. We have, in terms of female-led teams, because as I mentioned, women were a key group that we focused on. The entire program saw 70% of our teams being women-led, and for Dominica, this was actually 75%. Overall, the program created 89 green jobs, and we expect this number to increase as we have only just recently announced the 10 new awardees. So we're going to be keeping track and looking to see further growth in this figure. I would like to take a moment to highlight the participants of the EC Greenpreneurs program, specifically from Dominica, for all 3 cohorts. In cohort 1, we had Athalie George of Twin Islet Productions doing sustainable cocoa production. We had Lean Philogen Norville of Navia Jewelry and Decor, who was bringing back to life waste and recyclable materials to create high-quality heirloom pieces of jewelry. And we had Nadja Thomas of Frying Pan Productions with her line of instant ginger teas called Draw, as well as doing organic farming and further agro-processing. For Cohort 2, we have Kyle James of KJ Nutrition, providing a variety of gluten-free flour products from locally grown produce. Lana Athanas of Eclat Nova Luxuries, with her sustainable brand of skincare and eco-living products. For Cohort 3, we had Shelly Ann Mead of Little Zion with her agro-tourism business, regenerating an organic farm, providing unique guided tours to the Syndicate Falls, and a farm-to-table culinary experience. Judy Pierre, Nature's Finest Products, looking at the manufacturing of premium quality all-natural oil, soaps, creams, and other cosmetic products. And finally, Kevin Vidal of K. Vidal's Enterprises, manufacturing natural and organic cooking products. I think these are tremendous results that validate the power of sustainable practices to transform not just businesses, but entire communities. The EC Greenpreneurs have become ambassadors of change, and their success is a testament to the fact that even in the face of global challenges, initiatives like this can make a significant impact. So please join me in giving our Greenpreneur alumni a big round of applause for their achievement. Of course, the success of such programs is equally dependent on the quality of the technical support responsible for implementation. And on this note, I would like to recognize and say a big thank you to the Dominica Export and Import Agency, DEXIA. They have been at our side from day one, and it is because of their participation that they have ensured that we have been able to reach as many greenpreneurs as we have, and that they have been able to provide support required by the greenpreneurs to maximize their participation. So to our focal points, Ms. Paula Platsko and Mr. Lloyd Pascal, a special thank you for your dedication and commitment over the last 2.5 years. Thank you to your team as well, Ms. Sharon Roll and Ms. Iola George and Mr. Ken Thomas, who are just a few of the staff that I had the pleasure of working or collaborating with during this period. I also want to acknowledge and thank all other DEXIA team members who came on board as mentors and as coaches, sharing their knowledge and expertise and experiences with our participants, as well as to express our heartfelt gratitude to the business professionals who came on board and were recruited by DEXIA to fill this role of mentors and coaches as well. We are grateful for all of your invaluable contributions to making this program a success. To our representative on the Project Steering Committee, Permanent Secretary Gloria Joseph, we wish to thank you, as well as our focal point, Mr. Ross Loramol, the Acting Director of Political Affairs. They provided guidance that helped us navigate our very first annual review of the Incubator Cycle 1, which actually led to significant changes that impacted the quality of the experience and delivery of Cycles 2 and 3 of the Incubator program. And lastly, but surely not least, our GGGI team and OECS counterparts, who there are many, although I stand here today alone. We have a team that consisted of our country representative, who served as our project manager, Dr. Kristen Deason. We have Daria Poyot, who is the admin, finance, and communications associate at GGGI. We have Stephanie Matthews, who is our monitoring and evaluation associate at GGGI. We have our comms assistant, Dinesh Daswani. We have our newest team member, Deidre Seeley, who is an intern working with us. In terms of our OECS counterparts, we have Kwesi Roberts, who is a technical specialist with the competitive business unit at the OECS, as well as Pearl Joseph, who is the executive assistant working in that office. And I think I mentioned as well our regional facilitator, who was a consultant who came on board for cycles 2 and 3 of the Incubator program. And her name is Janice Henderson. So a big thank you to all of the people working in the background that you don't often see or hear, but who also made this program possible. Though the future of the Greenpreneurs program may seem uncertain at this point, as we cannot guarantee a phase 2, unfortunately, we are bringing together the lessons learned over the last 2.5 years so that we can be better prepared and design an even greater Greenpreneurs program that meets even more of the needs of our Greenpreneurs and the critical ecosystem players. That said, we are optimistic about the future, and no matter what happens, we look forward to further growth, innovation, and collaboration as we reaffirm our commitment to the principles of sustainability, recognizing that in our collective effort lies the key to a greener, more prosperous future for all. In closing, I would like to thank our donor, once again, the Qatar Fund for Development, and our partners, the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States and Dexia here in Dominica. With your commitment to this initiative, we will not see such success as we have today. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of our Greenpreneur alumni. Your accomplishments are not just a cause for celebration, but also a source of inspiration for future generations. Thank you, and may the spirit of green entrepreneurship continue to thrive in Dominica, the Eastern Caribbean, and beyond.
Thank you very much, Ms. John, for such wonderful remarks. And we continue to look forward to the future in terms of working with the GGGI team and other such organizations as we seek to bring further growth to our SMEs on island. So thank you again. We would like you to convey our thanks to your team when you get back. Our wonderful Daria, especially Daria Poyot. All right. We have with us today the Honorable Minister and Honorable Minister Julian Defoe, and he's here representing our Minister, the Honorable Vince Henderson, who is unable to be with us today. But we're delighted that we have Honorable Defoe here with us. I mean, he's no stranger to Dexia and to what we're doing, and he has been our neighbor for a long time. So we're happy to have him back here at this building where we are now having this event. So to bring some remarks to us and to address us on behalf of our Minister, we would like to welcome Honorable Defoe. Let's make him welcome as he comes, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pascal. And I was happy that I have to wait a little bit when I arrived, so that I wasn't guilty of me being the one holding up the proceedings. For most of us in the system here or associated with the system, you know that today is Tuesday, and Tuesday is Cabinet Day, and you always know the Cabinet takes precedence. But I'm happy to be here overall. Ms. Laura John, I said Miss, I'm not sure if I'm right. Yes, Program Officer for GGI, Global Green Roof Institute, and my friend, Mr. Esprit, Chairman of the Board of Dexia, or if there are other members of the board, the General Manager, of course, Mrs. Plasko, other staff of Dexia, the press, special invited guests, the beneficiaries, or those, I should say, who have completed cohort 3 in this in this round. And anybody else who I may miss, again, Mr. Pascal said that I used to be a neighbor. I have done many different journeys, and yes, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back in a home that I built and never slept in. I put a lot of effort in, so it's always nice to stand here. I want to say, even before I continue, you wonder about Kevin and how he does it. I've been wondering for a long time. Even before politics and in my public service years, we met all the time and so on. And I've enjoyed quite a number of samples of everything that he has. So, that is why I have strong support behind him. And you didn't mention that you see him in the market, you see him everywhere, but you forget that it's his main daily role. He's a taxman. And, I'm sure that he will be happy that when his business scale up, because I think that is what we should be speaking about. A little going forward, we have spoken a lot about incubation, giving birth to things, and in the near future we need to be talking about growing things and scaling up, so that he will agree to pay his tax, his corporate tax, when he has become very successful, which he is. All right, and okay. In November 2021, the Global Green Growth Institute partnered with the DEXIA, the agency, in the capacity of a small business support organization to provide in-country support to the existing GGI, OECS, and Youth Climate Lab team in the delivery of tasks under the Eastern Caribbean Entrepreneurship Initiative. DEXIA embraced the opportunity to work with green businesses, which further assisted in creating awareness of the work undertaken by the agency and our role in providing local technical support to beneficiaries of the program. It is also meant to highlight the successes and results of the GGI program, particularly the commendable efforts of the greenpreneurs. It took me some time to pronounce it, even so it's simple, greenpreneurs, and to even acknowledge the essence of the word. Mentors, coaches, and other experts who participated in the project. By now, you should all be aware of the work of GGGI, which is a treaty-based international intergovernmental organization dedicated to supporting and promoting strong, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth in the developing countries and emerging economies. You will hear more about this from the GGI representative, which you have already heard, because she spoke before I did. DEXIA's main objective was the following: to facilitate and provide technical support, serve as a communications liaison, provide institutional support and raise awareness of GGGI's initiatives, identify and mobilize mentors, subject matter experts, and potential program applicants, and not least, organize and host networking events, all of which you have heard the previous speakers attest to, and even the representative herself from GGGI, that DEXIA seems to have done a wonderful job. DEXIA worked closely with the GGGI team under the leadership and guidance of GGGI Caribbean Program Officer to ensure that the outputs delivered were in accordance with key project performance indicators. GGGI initiative is very relevant and a timely intervention in Dominica, as Dominica's policy, namely the NRDS, or referred to National Resilient Development Strategy 2030, and the Climate Resilience and Recovery Plan, also 2030, are geared towards achieving poverty reduction, food security, social development, improving the conditions of women and youth, whilst promoting sustained, inclusive, and sustainable growth. One of the objectives of the agency's work programs include creating an enabling environment where SMEs, I like to say the long word, and MSMEs. So we're talking about both small and medium, and the other term just including micro, can thrive and develop themselves into a sustainable enterprise. In this regard, DEXIA provides technical and in some cases financial assistance to our clients. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy, I take this opportunity to congratulate all of the beneficiaries of these cohorts, and they have been mentioned previously, but I will mention again. To this end, the end of Dexia's partnership with you, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy through Dexia, operates an open door policy at Dexia, so feel free to contact them at any time, and some of you have already been demonstrating that. To this cohort, three beneficiaries, Ms. Elian Mead of Little Iron in Syndicate, Mr. Kevin Vidal of K. Vidal's Enterprises, and Ms. Judy Pierre of Nature's Finest Products. We are all very proud of you and congratulate you for your commitment and dedication in completing the 12-week intense course. And again, I have heard of what it took to undertake this course, and personally, I wish to applaud you for those of us who in our career have had to take many courses while doing other works. Congratulations to Ms. Shelley Ann Mead and Mr. Kevin Vidal for receiving the US $10,000 grant. Now, I hope this $10,000 grant is not the one that you have to pay back, because when I was reading some initial documents earlier, I was sort of confused. With repayment grant, these two words doesn't seem to be synonymous, as we used to. But it was enlightening to me to learn that. But I hope that is the one that you don't have to pay. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy, I thank the GGGI for their contribution towards supporting the MSME sector in Dominica. Over the three cohorts, six Dominican MSME owners or entrepreneurs were able to receive much needed technical knowledge, including aspects of financial management and digital marketing. They learned how to effectively pitch their businesses. Please tap into your bank of knowledge, the interesting and interacting sessions to continue to develop, grow, and enhance your businesses, and I am sure that they will. Ms. Niger Thomas of Frying Pan Productions, participating in Cohort 1, Ms. Lana Afanaz, I think that sounds like my schoolmate, my high school schoolmate, in Cohort 2, and Ms. Shellyan Ann Mead and Mr. Kevin Vidal are recipients of the US 10,000 grants to develop the aspects of their businesses. On behalf of the Ministry of Trade, International Business, Trade and Energy, I would like to thank the GGGI on their support to our country's MSME sector. And we look forward to collaborating with you in the near future, and we look forward to our project officer to doing what is necessary to seek the additional projects which I heard Dexia is asking about and so on, because as if I heard that you said that this was the last. And but I think our main sponsors, or your main sponsor, I think, which is the government of Qatar, they are good friends, and perhaps they will see justification in working with us again. And of course, too, on our own end, from a national standpoint, we can also make a pitch to support you, because I must say I'm also the acting Minister of Foreign Affairs, so I have a few days to put in a pitch for you before I resume to my normal duty, which is the Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. And if you would know that our name is right there in the name of our ministry, the Green Economy, which is very close to your initiative. And in addition to that, we are very close to working relations with partners, even though they belong to another ministry, which is my ministry. So it's sort of confusing, because I seem to be serving both ministries now in an official capacity. So with all this, I would say thank you very much, and thanks for your initiative, and I hope that other small business individuals can have an opportunity to benefit. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Defoe, for these remarks, all of the good words that you've put in for us. And we look forward to you making that pitch in support of the second cycle of the funding from Qatar, from the Qatar Fund for Development. We really happy that we were able to do this. We were able to do this event, because, as I said, we take pride in supporting our small business people, and we want to ensure that we can be there for them whenever they need our support, whenever they need our advice or technical support in going forward. And we have gone a bit further than just having them get a grant. So next year, we felt we needed to just approach our businesses here in Dominica to see how they would make a pitch for them, for our beneficiaries as well. And we have a few presentations to make. So we have done that in almost every cohort. I think all the cohorts that we did, the last program that we had, we did the same thing. So today we want to make a presentation to the three beneficiaries, or the three beneficiaries for cohort 3. We'll start first of all with Mr. Vidal, who is here in person with us. So we'll ask him to come, and we'll also ask the Honorable Minister to help us with that, to make the presentation to this very hardworking young man. So Mr. Vidal, let's make him welcome as he comes. So the presentation to Mr. Vidal is, now we need to get them to see you all on the camera, so they're asking that you go.
Finish on to make a presentation as well.
Okay. Yes, okay. All right, so the presentation, I'll move this a bit, yeah. We want to get Dexia in the picture, of course, yes, and the GGGI. Yeah, so I was saying the presentation to Mr. Vidal is coming from Jungle Bay. So Jungle Bay stepped in and decided to help us in honoring Mr. Vidal today. So we're very thankful to Jungle Bay for doing that. All right. Right, our second presentation will go to Miss Shelley-Ann Mead. She's not here, but we're going to ask Miss Athanas Lana if you could come. She's also a recipient from GGGI in the past, so she's quite familiar with the intense work that went into this program. So she's going to come and represent Miss Shelley-Ann Mead. And our presentation to Miss Mead is also from the Jungle Bay. So let's put our hands together for Jungle Bay again. Yeah. So Miss Shelley-Ann Mead, thank you. You captured that, right? Good. We make sure that they could document these things, yeah. The third presentation will go to Judy Pierre. We're going to ask our partner from the IDA, Mr. Elias Dupuy. I know you're looking back. Sorry. Yeah, that presentation is coming from J.R. Stephens and Company, and they are presenting this to Miss Judy Pierre, who is not with us today, but Mr. Elias Dupuy will receive on her behalf. So let's make it welcome. All right. Thank you, Elias. Thanks so much. I think Mr. Vidal said he wanted to make a presentation, so I'll give him the opportunity to do that. Mr. Vidal.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Whenever I go to a forum, people always know that I bring along goodies, and they always look forward to getting the goodies. So I have goodies here today. You have the hot pepper sauce, the green seasoning, and the 100% coconut cream. Well, everyone here will be living with coconut cream. So I have some here, and I still have in a cooler. So the small packs of the coconut cream, each of you will take it as your sample. When I sell the coconut cream, everybody checking, I doesn't use coconut cream, but what they don't know is actually coconut milk. So when they hear coconut cream, they think it's to pass on your body. But it's not, it's coconut cream because it don't have any water. So coconut milk is, when you add water to it, then you get coconut milk. So it's coconut cream because it's 100% extract. So the small packs in the silver pan, each of you, you'll get a plastic bag, and when you leave in, you'll just take a small pack. Miss Plasco? of Dexia. It have a large pack there. So, so you'll get a large pack and pepper sauce, hot pepper sauce. Miss George, Iola George, I have another large pack, so you'll also get a large pack. And the other gentleman from Dexia had visited, what's his name? The gentleman that came with you? Yes, so he'll get from what I have in the cooler as well. Oh, yes. Okay. Is somebody well, Mr. Pascal. So to Mr. Lloyd Pascal, my mentor. So you have hot pepper sauce for Mr. Pascal. Yes, so a hot pepper sauce and the green seasoning sauce to Mr. Pascal. To Mr. Defoe. So Mr. Defoe, you will get a hot pepper sauce. So before you leave, you will get a hot pepper sauce. I think I have an extra hot pepper sauce. So to the chair of Dexia, Board of Directors, Mr. Esprit, a hot pepper sauce for you as well, sir. And I also have some bigger packs of coconut cream. So you'll also get a bigger pack of the coconut cream rather than the small pack. And if somebody would assist me to bring, somebody can bring 2 bottles of, the gentleman in the end, 2 bottles of hot pepper sauce and green seasoning sauce. Laura has been there with us from day one. Laura and Dennis. No, the gentleman, Dennis. Dinesh. Yeah, so Laura and Dinesh has been there with us from day one with the program on the weekly Zoom. And to show my appreciation, she will have a hot pepper sauce and a seasoning sauce, and she'll bring a hot pepper sauce for him. So a token of our appreciation from Dominica. So. Oh, I forgot Lana. Lana is there. He'd have a hot pepper sauce for you as well. Lana was one of those I contacted. So when Sharon sent me the email, then I called Sharon and asked her for the previous winners who were there, and she sent me their contacts. So Lana and Naja. So I contacted them and they encouraged. So Laura, thank you very much from KV Dal Enterprise and the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Thank you very much.
Very well done. Thank you, Mr. Vidal, for your generous gifts. My wife certainly will enjoy the pepper sauce. I'm not a user of pepper sauce myself, but she's a big user, so we'll enjoy that. And the cream, of course, I'll enjoy that. In fact, I used the cream already, but it was really, really good. We had some soup made of that, and that was really awesome. So, Laura, you need to be coming back to Dominica to get some of that coconut cream. So, just to bring our session to an end this afternoon, we want to call on Mrs. Brenda Francis to give us a vote of thanks at this time.
Good afternoon again, everyone. On behalf of Dexia, I would like to express heartfelt thanks to the Global Green Growth Institute and the Carter Fund for Development for implementing a successful 12-week virtual Incubator Greenpreneurs program. This program supported our young entrepreneurs to develop their green businesses in the micro, small, and medium enterprises. Huge congratulations and thanks to the 3 successful beneficiaries of Cohort 3, Ms. Shelley Ann Mead of Little Zion in Syndicate and Mr. Kevin Vidal of KV Enterprise, each receiving US $10,000 grant seed funding, and Ms. Judy Peer of Nature Finest Products. They all completed the Incubator program and are graduates of the GGGI Incubator program. We celebrate your achievements. A special thank you to the coaches, mentors, and subject matter experts for their guidance, patience, and most importantly, the vast wealth of knowledge passed on to the participants of the GGGI Incubator program. Thank you, Honorable Julian Defoe, who represented our Honorable Minister, Mr. Vince Henderson, Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy, for delivering the remarks. Thank you. We also want to thank Ms. Laura John of the GGGI Program Coordinator. Heartfelt thanks to you for providing virtual information and for being here in person on the GGGI's program activities and how our Dominican people can benefit from this program. We appreciate your presence here in Dominica over the last few days for meeting with the beneficiaries in the field. To our sponsors, Jungle Bay, J. Astafans and Company Limited, Premier Home and Residential Care Services FACS, we say a big thank you. We are very grateful for the contribution and support. To the beneficiaries, we trust that you will appreciate the token of appreciation and see this as an opportunity for you to continue to improve on your product offering, thereby exceeding your customers' expectations. To our performer, Mr. Pius John Baptist, for your beautiful rendition on the steel pan, we say thank you. To the members of the press and the various media houses, thank you for your presence and for sharing this activity with our many listeners, viewers, and readers. To the administrative staff of the GGGI, Ms. Daria Poyot, for your persistence and determination to ensure that persons from Dominica benefited and succeeded in the incubator program, we say a big thank you. Thank you to the staff of Dexia. We cannot say enough thanks for the support. This activity could not have been possible without the effort of our hard-working staff, led by our beautiful General Manager, Ms. Paula Plasko, with the support of the Export Development Department staff, headed by Mr. Lloyd Pascal. Once again, thank you so much for being here with us and sharing in their success, and may God bless us this afternoon.
All right, so thank you, Mrs. Francis, and that takes us to the end of our event this afternoon. Thank you all for coming, and have a good evening.